Okay, on part 51, we had left off on August the 5th, 2018, looking through the phone logs and activities and text messages. Going into part 52, we will be starting on August the 6th, 2018. And at 6:13 hours, 6:13 a.m., Chris searched Google for the distance from the moon to the earth. Such an odd search, wouldn't you say? I mean, what in this world would he be so curious to know on August the 6th at 6:13 a.m. what the distance from the moon to the earth would be? Like, that's awful early in the morning, right? He's just now he's probably on his way to work. And just out of the blue, he either pulls over or stops what he's doing at work, and he's like, that's odd. And then 6:20 a.m., August the 6th, proving that messages have been deleted from Chris's phone. Shanann noted in several messages, quote, "Your only response last night was, I don't want to lose the kids. You used me just to have a boy. Only reason you wanted another kid? I can't handle this, and you're okay with it? Why didn't you just tell me you were done? Why get me pregnant?" 2 minutes later, 6:22 a.m., Chris replied, "I'm not just staying because of the kids. They are my light, and they will not change, and that will not change. I didn't fall out of love in 5 weeks. That's impossible. I don't want to erase 8 years just like that. I'm not sure what's in my head. I don't know if it's my parents, the 3rd pregnancy, or if I'm just scared or what. I didn't use you." Shanann immediately responds right back, 6:22 a.m. again. "That's what you said last night. You can't even say why you're married to me. That's a stab in the heart. You didn't say you didn't want to lose us. You said you didn't want to lose the kids." Chris responded, "I don't want to lose anyone." Okay, now here's the thing. By this point, Chris had already deleted these messages from his phone because for some reason he was deleting all of these texts between him and Shanann. And Shanann noticed that he was deleting texts too. She seen him do it. She confronted him. "Why are you deleting texts from your dad?" He said it was from his dad. I personally think it was probably some from his dad, but a lot from Nicole, and he was saying it was from his dad. That's what I think personally. But he definitely deleted the text from Shanann because, as you see here, the rest of that conversation wasn't even in his phone. It was gotten off of her phone. Which tells me, as I'm sure it tells most everyone, there is probably the select few that doesn't think this, but personally speaking, with him deleting text from Shanann on his own phone, why would he do that? Who else would be seeing his phone besides him or his wife? Maybe his girlfriend, Nicole? So that tells me that obviously Nicole did get Chris's phone a lot and look at it. She probably even asked him for it, and neither one of them would probably ever admit that. But just saying, there would be no other reason for him to be deleting very personal messages between him and his wife off of his phone. Correct? He doesn't want someone to see that him and his wife are discussing their marriage and how he doesn't want to lose her, the kids. He didn't want somebody to see that. So there you go. And a lot of people questions the doll photo where the doll is, all covered up. And we do know that that was sent to Shanann while she was still in flight with the Arizona trip. Now that photo was sent to her from his phone. A lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people because it's not. Some people think that Shanann took the photo because she's the one that posted on Facebook. Well, that's absolutely not the case. Chris sent it to her, and yeah, she did save it and turn around and post it, and she's like, I don't know what to think about this. But the bottom line is, who took the photo, right? A lot of people says it's Chris took the photo. Some people say Shanann took the photo, which is absolutely impossible because it was sent from Chris's phone, so it was taken with Chris's phone. But do you ever stop and think that possibly NK may have took that and sent it to Shanann? Possibly herself? Maybe. Is that possible? Why in the hell wouldn't it be possible? Anything's possible in this case, isn't it? People can't sit there and say, oh, no, she didn't do that. No, she didn't do it. They don't damn know. If they weren't there, they don't know who did it. They can assume, they can believe what Chris said. They can believe what anybody says. Some of them even believe what Ronnie said, that Shanann's the one that took the damn picture, and that's not even possible. It was taken on Chris's phone when Shanann was in flight, in the air. So, why is it so impossible to think that possibly NK is the one that took that damn picture? It's possible. And sent it to Shanann. I personally think that the whole blow up and fight on July the 14th, this is a personal opinion, of course, but I personally believe that whole damn fight broke out not because Dieter grabbed her hand and said, come on, girl, let's go upstairs, like she said, right? No, hell no. I think she got Chris's phone and was going through it because Shanann sent him a picture that she had taken of that little baby boy, the first little baby boy outfit that she got, like a little onesie. She sent that to Chris, right? I think she seen it and lost her shit. That's where the fight blew up. That's me personally. Why would she get so furious with Dieter running her up the stairs, which is a lie, by the way. Dieter didn't do that. That's ridiculous. But anyway, let's just say because she went up the stairs to be nosy as hell, which we know she did do that as well, because she knew about the books and everything. You actually have to walk into that room a piece to know that there's even any books there. So by her saying that she just walked by and seen it is, again, BS. But at the same time, even had she have seen photos of Chris and his family on the walls, like she claimed is what made her so mad, horseshit. The very first time she supposedly learned that he had a wife and kids, she seen that picture on his phone, his lock screen, which, by the way, she changed to the sand dunes. Or she told him, you should put this as the sand dunes. Because I don't think Chris has really got enough, I think he's kind of clueless about a lot of stuff. I think he's kind of very, he's a follower. I don't think he does much of a damn thing on his own without being told what to do. I really don't. He's still that way in prison. They say he's a complete outcast in prison now. Now that Dylan's gone, who does he have? So they say he's a total outcast. And his birthday last week was just so sad because he has no friends anymore. Boo to the damn who. Anyway, still on 6:22 a.m. Shanann responded, this has been the worst week of my life. We were supposed to celebrate love and family, but instead, hate and whatever you call it. I'm not willing to watch something dangerous happen to one of our kids with your family for you to wake up. They will give you sorry excuses today. I don't know what to say. I don't want to come. And Shanann continued on. She said, you don't see you or how you're treating me. 8 years of love, and you're treating me horribly. I fell deeper in love with you this summer, and you fell out. That's not love. Love falls deeper in love when apart, not out. You don't love me, or you have a horrible way of showing it. You haven't fought for me this week. It's only the kids. Chris never responded, and then, at 13:28 hours, which is 1:28 p.m., Chris transferred an image of Kessinger into his secret calculator app. 18:43 hours, and that is 6:43 p.m. Chris told Shanann that his parents did not want to drive him to her location. Shanann asked if Chris wanted her to come and pick him up, and Chris replied, "It's up to you. He's cool bringing me back first thing in the morning early." See, Chris didn't want to go back that night. He wanted to stay at his parents' so he could talk to Nikki on the phone all night. Yeah. 6:45 p.m. To this, Shanann replied, "We fucking leave tomorrow. I need help." Shanann told Chris she was on her way to pick him up. Apparently, after some cajoling, Watts advised his father has agreed to drive him to her location presently. But before Chris leaves, 2 hours later, at 20:41 hours, which is 8:41 p.m., Chris took photographs of various images inside his parents' home, verified through metadata, and they included this family portrait. Okay, now why would he do that, right? I mean, why would he do that? I mean, I see us doing that. Women do that, you know, they'll take a photo or something like that. I am pretty damn sure, in my opinion, and again, it's my personal opinion, but I believe that he had been talking to Nikki, and I even believe that Nikki spoke with his family, and they kind of was talking as well, and I believe Nikki said, "Why don't you take some pictures of you and your family, or you when you were younger? I want to see what you look like when you were younger." And so I fully believe that is why he ran around his house taking these sort of family photos. 21:39 hours. 9:39 p.m. Shanann told Chris, "I was trying to get you to effing hug me, make me feel safe. This is much deeper than lack of conversation. Make me feel like everything is going to be okay." And Chris replied, "It will be okay. This will all get fixed." Shanann responded, "No, I don't need words, damn it. You just told me you don't want this baby." 21:45 hours, 9:45 p.m. Chris replied to this, saying, "I'm scared, okay? You wanted the truth, and I told you how I felt." Shanann replied, "You hold me after that conversation. You hold me. If you want this to effing last, you make me feel safe after that bomb. Don't you get it? How many times do I have to ask you to hold me? You hate me that much?" Chris eventually replied, "I don't hate you. I will fix this and it will be better." Shanann noted, "You didn't answer me. I'm begging you to hold me and you still can't." Chris replied, "I don't know where my head is. I will fix it though." 22:16 hours, 10:16 p.m. Shanann wrote, "This isn't the only thing. This doesn't get your head all screwed up. Something changed in the last 5 weeks. Something you won't say." 22:33 hours, Shanann continued, "All of these asking for you to talk to me. You falling asleep at 7 or 8. Don't tell me it's me. It's not communication. You're not telling me something. Added to this message were assorted screenshots from Shanann's phone of previous text messages with Chris in which he offered excuses for not calling her. Most have been featured in this review, and none were found in Chris's phone. So see, he deleted every excuse, everything he was talking to Shanann about when she was in North Carolina and he was in Colorado. He was deleting every one of their conversations for the most part. He did not want Nikki to see him. Obviously, I feel like Nikki had his phone when they were together, which was pretty much 90% of the time, 99% of the time. I feel like she had his phone more than he did. And believe me, I know that is possible. I know that a very jealous and vindictive mistress will take the guy's phone and monitor it. I know that. I've seen it happen. So I know it'll happen. And I fully believe that was what was happening here. And that's why anytime he did text Shanann back or communicate with Shanann, he made sure that he would walk off or go to another room or just leave altogether. He would never actually do it in front of NK. And as soon as he did it, he would immediately delete it so NK would not see that he was actually communicating with his wife or what he was saying to her. I believe it 100%, and I know some people is probably going to get upset with me. No, that's not what was happening. I believe it damn well is what was happening. Because who was he deleting? I mean, why would he delete all of his and his wife's conversations, period? Who was he hiding it from? Who else would be getting his phone? Right, exactly. August the 7th, 2018, 5:17 a.m. Shanann told Addie Maloney, her friend, Chris told me last night he's scared to death about this third baby, and he's happy with just Bella and Celeste, and doesn't want another baby. Addie comforted Shanann, telling her Chris is just scared, and everything will be fine once the baby is born. Shanann replied, he has changed. I don't know who he is. Addie asked what she means, and Shanann replied, he hasn't touched me all week, kissed me, talked to me, except for when I'm trying to figure out what is wrong. He's been distant since I left. Later in their conversation, Shanann told Addie, I told him last night I don't feel safe with him after what he said about the baby, and if he loves me, he would hold me and tell me it was okay. Give me something, and he did nothing but go to bed. Now see right there, Shanann straight up said that she told him that she don't feel safe with him after what he said about the baby. Now, we are well aware that that he did say that he didn't want the baby because, one, we've seen it for the most part because she confronted him about it, and he's like, well, I'm just scared. So we know that happened. But what else happened that made her feel not safe? Now, she said it right there. And she told her friend, she even told him that. Which case, I wish her friend would have said, well, what makes you not feel safe? I mean, seriously. What do you mean not safe? It's pretty deep right there. That's a deep sentence to say, right? When you're literally saying you don't feel safe. For what reason? Did he look at you a certain way? Did he give you this vibe? Did he say something that you didn't tell anyone? Because, Shanann had made the point that she would smile and just tell everyone it was her pregnancy. And, she didn't want anybody to know that in her family, of course. She did confide in a few of her friends that there was issues. But it's like she kept that kind of under wraps. She didn't want everyone to know it. Even her family didn't know it. And she was actually putting blame pretty much all on herself for the way she was all upset and crying and just everything and saying it was her pregnancy. But she knew it wasn't. And so she reached out to some of her friends. So did Chris look at her a certain way? Did he say something that really freaked her out? You know, why would she say, I don't feel safe? You know, that's just, that stands out to me. 16:26, and that would be 4:26 p.m. Shanann told Chris, something else is wrong that you're not saying. Because lack of communication doesn't cause you to not be present or touch me or love me. Besides, the lack of communication hasn't been with me in 6 weeks. This effing sucks. I really don't want to leave here. See, there was something that happened, really. Something happened, truly. This is August the 7th. This is like when they were fixing to go back. She was kind of freaking out. Right here, she said she didn't feel safe. And she even said, I really don't want to leave here. At the same time, she had also made the comment to several of her friends that she didn't want to move back to North Carolina. She just didn't even like it there, right? She just wasn't about North Carolina, period. She didn't like it. I mean, she said, yeah, she needed to move away from Colorado. She could not afford the living expenses there. However, she did not want to move back to North Carolina. But right here, she said, I really don't want to leave here. So something happened. I don't know what it was, but this is all talk that you don't typically hear from Shanann. You know, like she's mad and she's pissed off and throwing it out there. What an ass Chris is being. No, this is on a whole nother level. This is her safety she's talking about, and she don't even want to leave there. It's like something happened, and she's even not telling, Addie in these conversations here. She's not even telling her, but something did. I fully believe that. 17:10 hours. Chris received a calendar for the flight. 22:58 hours. Chris's work phone reconnected to a Netgear 27 router, likely the router in their home. August the 8th, 2018. Chris returned to work. At 7:24 a.m., Sarah Nudd, a friend, asked Shanann if they were doing any better, and Shanann replied, no, it's so bad, and I don't know what to do. He told me he doesn't want this baby, and he's happy with just Bella and Celeste. He thought he wanted another one. I'm so sick to my stomach. Tried to have S with him last night just to see if that would help me, and he rejected me. Shanann says he hasn't cried. Shanann said she hasn't cried this hard, ever. Shanann added, he said he feels there's lack of communication, and it's not from me. I sent him 12 texts over the month, begging him to talk to me. He fell asleep at 7 or 8 p.m. Shanann told Sarah, I tried talking to him after rejection last night and me crying for an hour alone on the couch, and he slept. I kicked his sorry ass out of the bed, and I refused to sleep on the couch any more this week. I told him this morning to not come home today if he can't tell me the damn truth on what the hell is wrong. So see, it says right there that Shanann had been sleeping on the couch. Well, why would she have to revert to the couch if he was sleeping in the basement? Like, why would she have to kick him out of the bed and all this? He wasn't in the basement, obviously. Not while she was at home, anyway, like he had told NK. But now there was, on up into the discovery, where Shanann had said that he had been sleeping in the basement. So I guess it was just kind of back and forth. I don't know. Now this is August the 8th. And she said that she told him, and this is the morning that he returned back to work, okay, from North Carolina. She says that before he went to work, she told him not to even come home today if he can't tell me the damn truth. Okay, keep in mind, this is the same day that when Chris did get to work, he went straight and talked to Tony and told him, hey, my GPS may not be showing me going home. I might be staying with a friend. So I personally feel like maybe Chris hadn't even planned to go home that day, because he was already setting it up with Tony that he was just, not going to be going home in the company truck. So don't think anything if the GPS is not showing me going there, because I'm probably going to be staying with a friend. Well, we're pretty much convinced we know who the friend was, right? Because that friend also gave Chris a key to their apartment on the 11th, 3 days after this, Saturday, August the 11th, at the Lazy Dog restaurant during their date night, or just shortly thereafter at her apartment. She went ahead and gave him the key. Now, why hadn't she already given him the key? I don't know. But I do believe that was the plan, because Shanann distinctively told him don't even come home, and I don't think he planned to that day. Because he had set it up with Tony saying, yeah, I'm not going to be going home. So I don't know if Nicole maybe had told him, yeah, that's cool, but you need to go home for the rest of this week, and let's get this out of the way. And when she goes to Arizona, we'll figure out something else. Possibly, maybe that, they're going to think something if you just immediately go to my house now. So maybe you need to just go back home and try to play it cool with her until she goes to Arizona. We'll figure out something else then. And that's when she finally gave him the key to her apartment. Maybe she had to have another key made to her apartment. She only had just hers, maybe. And she had then gave keys out to every damn body else. And she didn't have any extras left. Maybe she had to run up to Home Depot and have an extra key made so she could give it to Chris at the Lazy Dog. Yeah, who knows? Shanann continued, we are supposed to go to the ultrasound tonight, and he doesn't want the baby. He'd abort if I said it was okay. 8:06 a.m. Shanann told Sarah. He said he's not having an affair. Sarah asked if Shanann is certain of this, and Shanann replied, honestly, no. But what else would make him do a complete 360? We couldn't get enough of each other before I left. 8:52 a.m. Josh Rosenberg asked Chris if he was excited for the ultrasound. Today's the day, right? Chris replied. He just returned to work and added, yep, today's the day. I'm excited. Chris confirmed the ultrasound was at 1900 hours, and that is 7 p.m. 1511 hours. Chris made an unspecified modification to Shanann's contact information in his work phone. Unspecified modification. Her contact information in his work phone. That's weird. What would he need to modify on his wife's contact information in his work phone? Like, why would you need to ever modify your spouse's contact information? Like, most of us already know by heart our spouse's phone number and definitely their name. So what kind of modification would you make besides maybe changing their photo? Maybe. It doesn't say, it just says unspecified. 1925 hours. Kessinger searched Google on topics related to marrying your mistress, and that's at 7:25 p.m. She is Googling marrying your mistress. Enough said. 21:54 hours. Shanann told Atkinson and Cassie Rosenberg, he said we're not compatible anymore. He refused to hug me. Said he thought another baby would fix his feelings. said he refused couples counseling. Shanann elaborated. He said he had a lot of time to reflect his feelings. He said he's going to work it out. But she doesn't know how when he won't agree to counseling. Her friends offered support and suggestions to work this out. 21:57 hours. Josh begged Watts, "Bro, I'm waiting so patiently. Don't leave me hanging." Chris replied, "LOL. Envelope is sealed until next week." Josh asked if they were going to hold a reveal, and Chris said yes. 22:19 hours. Shanann told Atkinson and Cassie, "I will fight for full custody." Shanann said Chris told her he does not want to divorce right now, or right away. 22:40 hours. Shanann told the women, "I can't afford 3 kids alone in Colorado." Shanann said their current home loan is on Chris's name. Her friends rallied around Shanann. 23:08 hours. Shanann searched Google on topics like emotion-focused therapy and couples therapy. Well, isn't that something? Shanann is Googling couples therapy, emotion-focused therapy, or just a couple hours before, and probably still doing the searches. Nikki is Googling marrying your mistress. Talking about one hell of a toxic triangle. August the 9th, 2018. Watts took the day off from work and Shanann left for Arizona. 2:54 a.m. Shanann told Addie that Chris refuses to hold her and has told Shanann it is because he's not there. He can't. Shanann told Addie, "I canceled gender reveal. Nikki is going to tell me today. I need happy news right now. I said to him, how is this a few months? We were so intimate and what I thought in love when I left." He said he had a lot of time to think. Addie asked if Shanann had gone through Watts' phone, asking if he was having an affair, and Shanann replied, "I did." He denied. "No, I didn't look. He's deleting messages from his dad. I'm sure he's not that stupid." Addie noted that none of this made sense. It's just not Chris. Frequently throughout the day, Shanann searched the internet for couples counselors. She also accepted a prayer chain focused on their relationship. 6:09 a.m. Shanann asked Chris, "Do you want to find out together with me tonight on the baby's gender?" His reply is not found in his phone, but Shanann soon commented on his answer. Loved, yes. 9:20 a.m. A log entry appears for the secret calculator app in Watts' phone. So what was that? Messages? More Googling? Because it has a browser. It has its own text messaging app. It's kind of like, it's just a whole other browser, Messenger, everything. And also a secret place to hide, of course, photos and things. So who knows what that log entry was. 9:20 a.m. 10:06 a.m. Shanann shared an ultrasound image of her unborn son with Sarah Nudd. As you will see, there is the one and only photo of Nico. 11:44 a.m. This image, and we talked about this earlier, was taken by Chris's phone, which he sent to Shanann. Shanann replied, "Don't know what to think about this." So see, there you go. It's definitely was taken by Chris's phone. And she was still in air, in flight, when it was sent. 11:44 a.m. And she was already gone to Arizona. So she did not take this photo. So for everyone that thinks she did, and even Ronnie that thought she did because she posted it on her Facebook or whatever reason he thought she did, no, she did not. This was taken by Chris's phone. Did Chris take this photo? I don't know. I don't even think Chris has ever been asked about this photo, which is, he needs to be. Because I have a gut feeling that he didn't take this photo. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. I feel like someone else took this photo. Someone that he was always certain was going to see everything in his phone, so he deleted everything in his phone. Sorry, I do feel that way. With all the people that have spoken with, written books, all this stuff, why hasn't anybody asked him about this? Because it's a big deal, in my opinion. It's a big deal. Who in the hell took this photo and why? Shanann sent a photograph to Sarah Nudd. The image is of this letter she wrote to Chris. And this is, Dear Chris, I don't know where to begin. I'm so lost for words. I can't even explain how hard this pain is. The last 5 weeks has been the hardest. I missed everything about you. I missed your morning breath, your touch, your lips, kisses. I missed holding you. I missed smelling you in the sheets. I missed talking to you in person. I missed watching you laugh and play with the kids. That I love so much about you. I miss seeing you naked and on top of me, making love to me. Oh my God, I missed having you around when I felt alone and upset. I just flat out missed the hell out of you. We haven't been away from each other that long since 2009. I really don't know how we fell out of compatibility, or if that is someone else's words. The only thing that changed this month was everything going down with your family. I can't change what happened, but I can try to work things out with you, with them. But there has to be a mutual respect for everyone. I definitely deserve an apology because of Celeste. I can suck up her gang against everything I said to our kids. But our daughter's life? And then it says Shanann expressed hopes that Watts would respond with a letter of his own. Shanann told Sarah that Chris had agreed to go away next weekend, just us. Shanann said a friend has agreed to watch the kids. 13:44 hours. Shanann asked Chris, "Why did you cancel your Facebook account?" He did not respond. 15:07 hours. Shanann asked Chris, "Can you be there Monday to drop Bella off with me to her first day of kindergarten?" And Chris replied, "I can make that happen." 15:45 hours. Shanann received a confirmation from Amazon that a book titled Hold Me Tight, 7 Conversations for a Lifetime of Love would be delivered on August the 10th, 2018. 19:37 hours. Chris told Troy McCoy that he was taking tomorrow off and added, "I will meet up with you for the fire stick sometime tomorrow if that's cool." And McCoy said that was fine. 2017 hours. Shanann told Addie that she was talking with Chris presently, apparently texting simultaneously. Addie asked what the gender of their child is, and Shanann replied, "If I tell you, you cannot tell anyone." He wants to announce it Monday, August the 13th. So see, Chris wanted to announce to everyone what Nico's gender was on August the 13th. So that must have been something Chris had said to her. Shanann added that she is trying to be accommodating. He's talking and kind of being Chris, but he's very distant still. 20:45 hours. Chris logged into Instagram. 21:07 hours. Chris searched Google for prices on an Audi Q7. 21:12 hours, 9:12 p.m. Shanann told Atkinson and Cassie, "Chris wants to move to Brighton." Shanann announced their son will be named Nico Lee Watts, with a K, Niko. Shanann cautioned they were not going to tell anyone the name until Monday and to keep it a secret. Shanann told the women the conversation she had with Chris this evening has been the best talk yet. So, as you see, Shanann, and when she texted, because the text is there, we've already looked at them in another part of the discovery, but yes, her original spelling for Nico and the spelling that she had chosen was Niko, not Nico. (22:27 hours, 10:27 p.m.) Sarah Nudd asked how the conversation with Chris went, and Shanann replied, "Oh my God, much better. We talked. He told me he loved me back. Still cold, but not as cold. He even kissed me before going to sleep in the basement, which is the second kiss since picking him up from the airport." Shanann added, "I want to tell you gender, but you have to keep it a secret. He wants to wait till I'm back to tell everyone. So Monday." Shanann said he agreed to canceling. Shanann said Chris agreed to read the book I ordered coming tomorrow and write me a letter expressing. Shanann said, "We are going away next weekend, just us." And then, as soon as Chris got to the basement at 11 p.m., he transferred images of Kissinger, some semi-nude selfies, into his secret calculator app. August the 10th, Chris took the day off from work and Shanann left for Arizona. That's where we're going to stop. And when we come back with part 53, we will be on the 10th. Thank you all for listening, and I would truly appreciate a thumbs up if you feel so inclined. And until next time, this is UnJustified.